We've got to do this every week now. We did it once. You said do it every week. I'm going to do it every week. I'm tired of the AP poll. People who claim they rank teams have no clue how to rank them properly. I do power ratings on Tuesday, and half the world intentionally misses the context there. So Thursdays is where we go rankings, rankings, rankings. Read the sign. These are rankings. These are rankings. So your win-loss record matters to me on Thursday nights. What you deserve matters to me. Results on the field matter to me. You better believe Florida State's going to be ahead of Alabama on this show on Thursday night. You better believe Notre Dame's going to be nowhere near the top 10 on Thursday night. I don't care what FanDuel says. This is what the future commissioner of this sport and his polls say, immunity. Let's start at number 25. Nebraska is ranked. Of course they're ranked. I'm going to see them this week. They're going to beat Michigan. At least that's the rumor. And in that case, they would be a lot higher than 25. So you got Southern Cal at 24. Give me Mississippi State at 23. Alabama has reemerged after a pretty dominant win against Wisconsin at number 22. Still trust but verify. I don't know if I'm even trusting Alabama yet. I need to verify and then trust. So we're going to go verify and trust method on Alabama. Luckily, they go to Georgia next week. Did you see, just a little time out here, for anyone questioning why the JP poll, which is, more odds maker based, neutral field favorability, we had Bama 4 the other night, and people were looking at that saying, oh no, I understand what the JP poll's about, but even I think it's insane to have Bama number 4. And I said, why is that? There aren't many teams that would be favored against them even now. And people thought I was lying. Hey, guess what? I wasn't. And FanDuel already has the Georgia-Alabama game up, because they're both off this weekend. So they already got the game up. Now, Georgia just went and got a big win at Tennessee on the road. Bama got drug on a neutral side, on the road at Florida State week 1. So what would you suppose that line is? It's at Georgia. It's in Athens. What would you suppose that line is? Georgia minus 3.5, which is basically home field for Georgia. So the implication there is even matchup on a neutral field. I don't care if you bet your house on Georgia. I may bet Georgia. What I'm telling you is, from the JP poll perspective, Bama's really high. Bama's where they need to be. From a rankings perspective, Bama has no business up there. So we're putting them number 22 because that's where they deserve to be. That's the difference in power ratings and rankings, kids. I did not drop USF out like the AP did. The AP hated USF to begin with, so they were looking for any reason. I'm pretty sure some people turned in their ballots at halftime of the USF-Miami game, and they dusted their hands off in the process. Well, not me. Not me. I still got USF there because you know who they've still beaten? Boise and Florida, which is a better resume than most of you out there. Let's go top 20, Bradley. I got Auburn at 20. Tennessee, I dropped 6 spots, but I've still got them top 20 as well. They're number 19. Texas Tech's good, and they got a big challenge in Salt Lake City Saturday. Go get you an Egg McMuffin. Head to the stadium because it kicks off at 10 a.m. Got Texas Tech at 18. Missouri's at 17. Texas, I've got at 16. The AP has Texas at 8. And I ask you, if I were to take this logo, this little Bulls logo here, and give it Texas's resume, I think you and I both know that little bull logo would be nowhere to be found. But it's not. It's got horns, but it's the Longhorn logo. And so it's all the way up there at number 8. You are drugs if you think Texas has a top 8 resume in college football right now. Not even Texas fans think that. Texas fans were the first ones to come out and say, yeah, we don't really belong top 10 right now. Get us out of there. Put us behind the curtain. Let us work on ourselves, please. So I got Texas number 16. Top 15 time. Ole Miss, don't think that's controversial. Utah, Iowa State, don't think it's controversial. There was a rumor I took some shots, unjust shots, at Illinois the other day. I didn't. I used them as an example of a team that the AP had in the top 10, whereas they had Georgia Tech and Vandy not in the top 15. I thought maybe Georgia Tech and Vandy's resumes were better than Illinois. I still think that. It's not a knock on Illinois. I got them at 12. I think the AP has them a couple of spots higher. Illinois deserves everything they're getting right now. It's just I think a couple of other teams deserve something too that they're not getting. More on that in a second. Oklahoma at 11. Yep. Top 10. Hey, really quick timeout. We'll get right back to the video. Do me one favor. Make sure you're subscribed It helps us keep the show free. It helps us keep the lights on. It helps us keep doing college football year round, and we appreciate it. All right, back to the video. All right, this is where I really differ. Huge detachment from the AP poll. I've got Vandy 10 and Georgia Tech 9. The AP has Vandy at 20 and Georgia Tech at 18. And I think the key difference there is I've actually watched both of them play, and I'm not sure most of the voters in the AP have. Either that or they're just actively hating Vanderbilt and Georgia Tech. No, like I said the other night, it's a party, and there are some invitations sent out in the preseason, and Vandy's and Georgia Tech never arrived because they never got an invite, and they've had the audacity to show up anyway, and the AP has no idea what to do with them. It would be rude to just send them home, like they knocked on the door, hey, hello, we just beat Clemson. Your preseason national championship pick, by the way. We just beat Clemson. Where should we sit? Oh, go over to the chair number 18 over there is open. Go over there. Stay quiet, please. And no, we don't have any food for you. You can eat here, Georgia Tech. Our table is open. Pate State welcomes Vandy and Georgia Tech at 10 and 9. Number 8 team, Texas A&M, is a top 10 team. Best team in the state of Texas? I think so, right now. Penn State is number 7. Florida State is number 6. Now, I noticed something. The commissioner's poll is having an effect. We're not wasting our time here. The commissioner's poll is having an effect. Because when Florida State beat Bama in week 1, the commissioner's poll immediately vaulted Florida State. The AP was cautious, but then they got drugged for it. Florida State has played East Texas A&M and had a bye week. Since then, the AP has quietly bumped them up 7 more spots from the spot they had them the week after they beat Bama. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Top 5, what do we have? Oregon at number 5. And that's just a byproduct of them having not played anyone yet. That is rapidly going to change, but your resume is what your resume is. Georgia's at number 4, big win over Tennessee. I've got LSU at number 3. LSU's offense has been nothing to write home about lately, but that's only a third of what they do. American hero Blake Baker also has to be factored in here. That defense has been phenomenal. So I got him at number 3. Hopefully Nussmeier can be 100% at some point this year. Fingers crossed there, because that could be the number 1 team in the country if so. I got Ohio State at number 2. I want earplugs down in Coral Gables. I want this censored. I don't even want this to be broadcast south of Orlando. But Miami is the number 1 team in the country right now. I don't even know how you argue with this. The only argument would be Ohio State, and a lot of that would be we beat Texas, and also we deserve benefit of the doubt until we lose. I don't really do the second part. The first part I get, but Miami's resume is more impressive right now. And I don't think it's fool's gold. Like, they look really good. Do not embarrass me this weekend. You got Florida coming in. Okay, they're already, they're just leaning over the cliff. You just got to kick them in the forehead, and then down they go, and there's street pizza at the bottom on the rocks, way on down there. That's what you got to do. You just got to kick them in the forehead. That's all you got to do. Yeah, Miami number 1. Whom's to defunk it, right? Carson Beck, so washed that he's number 1 in the country. It's a good thing I don't believe everything I see on the internet in the preseason.